This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the preparedness of tollways for full cashless operations. Our road safety reminder, the Young Street Smarts portion, centers on who has the right-of-way when there is no stop line on the main road. This week's Spying Chaper shall be about the illegal practice of most PUV drivers of overloading passengers. Showcase this week shall have the electric crossover from Hyundai, the Ioniq 5. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the 2024 TGR GT Philippines Cup.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are in this week's episode of Motoring Today. Join us.
I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I flow so cute. Everybody know I'm on. You know when they click through. Try to send this about to be a so big fun. I've been coming up hot for a minute.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Trust our so-called Solons to come up with bills that would endear them to voters. Here's one lady representative with a proposal to extend the validity of motor vehicle registrations. Owners have to yearly spend time and money to renew the certificates of registration of their motor vehicles. Aside from the usual fees, owners have to shell out money to have their motor vehicles tested for roadworthiness and emissions at private motor vehicle inspection or emission testing centers. Wanting to ease such burdens of motor vehicle owners, Las Piñas Representative Camille Villar has filed House Bill number 10696, seeking to lengthen the validity of the original and renewed certificates of registration of motor vehicles. In the bill's explanatory note, Representative Villar said she hopes that motor vehicle owners will save on costs, time, and energy for having to renew their certificates of registration annually. Villar said the bill would also benefit the LTO with lower administrative costs for processing vehicle registrations. HB 10696 seeks to extend the validity of the certificates of registration of brand new motor vehicles from the current 3 years to 5 years, and of motorcycles from 1 to 3 years. The length of validity of renewed certificates of registration will depend on the age of the motor vehicles and motorcycles. 3 years for motor vehicles aged 5 to 7 years, 2 for vehicles aged 8 to 9 years, and 1 for vehicles 10 years or older. For motorcycles, it's 2 years for those aged 3 to 7 years and 1 for those 8 years and above. Motor vehicle owners will certainly welcome Villar's bill. But will the LTO and DOTR? Or the Department of Finance? What about PETCS? Those are just a few of the questions that this bill will raise. Meanwhile, motorists should know that some roads in Manila will be closed to regular traffic during the coming bar examination days. The Manila City government is closing some roads around the schools where bar examinations are taking place on September 8, 11, and 15. The official Facebook page of the Manila City government issued the following advisory on road closures and rerouting in the area around the University of Santo Tomas. On September 8 and 11, there will be assisted traffic along España Boulevard, 2 westbound lanes from Lacson Avenue to Padre Noval Street, from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. for drop-off and pickup purposes only. The Piton Street from Lacson Avenue to Padre Noval Street will be closed from 2 a.m. to 7 p.m. On September 15, there will be assisted traffic along España Boulevard, 2 westbound lanes from Lacson Avenue to Padre Noval Street from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. All westbound lanes from Lacson Avenue to Padre Noval along España Boulevard will be closed from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. The Piton Street from Lacson Avenue to Padre Noval Street will also be closed from 2 a.m. to 7 p.m. Road closures will also be implemented around the Mendiola area near the University of San Beda on September 8, 11, and 15. Both lanes of Mendiola Street from Peace Arch to the Malacañang Gate will be closed from 2 a.m. to 7 p.m. Both lanes of Concepcion Aguila Street from Mendiola Street corner, Jose Laurel Street will also be closed from 2 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you're not taking the bar examinations, avoid streets around the UST and San Beda area during bar exam days. Continuing, first came the deferment. Will scrapping soon come after? We're talking of fines to be imposed on motorists who enter tollways without RFID tags or insufficient load. After the hue and cry over fines to be imposed on motorists entering tollways without RFIDs or insufficient load, the DOTR deferred its implementation from August 31 to October 1. DOTR Secretary Jaime Bautista said the deferment will give tollway operators more time to inform people of the fines and vehicle owners to require RFID accounts and tags. Bautista then urged tollway operators to use the 30-day deferment to fine-tune expressway operations and further intensify the public information campaign to enable tollway users to comply with the new guidelines. Now, the labor group, Federation of Free Workers, has called on President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to scrap the imposition of fines altogether, describing it as discriminatory and anti-poor. In a press statement, FFW Vice President June Mendoza Ramirez said the policy is not only punitive but also discriminatory, especially towards provincianos who may not frequently use the tollways or only travel to the metropolis once in a blue moon. Authorities, this includes the president himself, have shown the tendency to back down or make that listen to complaints from aggrieved citizens if they are loud enough. Will the clamor against the fines be loud enough for the deferment to be made permanent? And finally, it appears that the MRT-7 won't be completed until 2028. Still, it should begin servicing commuters next year, but only on tracks and stations within Quezon City. Opposition from the local government of San Jose del Monte said some stakeholders in the community may hold up full completion of the Metro Rail Transit Line 7. According to Department of Transportation Undersecretary Jeremy Regino, design changes and possible realignment of the Bulacan segment of the MRT-7 to accommodate the objections would delay construction of the San Jose del Monte station. Any realignment or design change means the project would need to be reviewed by the National Economic and Development Authority Board to cover additional costs to construction and consequently a substantial delay to the project originally scheduled to be completed and operational by 2025. But in a Philstar Global News report, Regino said San Miguel Corporation is still keen on the MRT-7 to begin partial operations by next year. As designed, the 22-kilometer MRT-7 will have 14 stations from North Avenue in Quezon City to San Jose del Monte in Bulacan. It will also have a station in Tala in Caloocan. The Tala and San Jose del Monte stations may be affected by delays, and only the MRT-7 stations in Quezon City are expected to be operational by next year. Partial or full, what is important to commuters is another line linked to what is turning out to be an efficient network of light rail transit systems in the metro. And those are the latest news developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum. The DOTR and tollway operators are bent on fully implementing cashless toll operations at expressways. The imposition of fines on those without RFIDs or insufficient load is one of the ways that they want to put this into effect. This Motoring Forum covers reactions of motorists and other stakeholders to this cashless operation objective and the stratagem for attaining it. The Department of Transportation has deferred implementation of Joint Memorandum Circular Number 2024-001 that would fine motorists who have no RFIDs entering toll gates or who don't have sufficient load at exit gates. The fines were supposed to be implemented starting August 31, 2024, but later deferred to October 1, 2024. During a hearing at House Committee on Transportation, a DOTR executive said the deferment could be extended further. The executive, Transportation Undersecretary Jesus Ferdinand Ortega, may have been under pressure to say that the DOTR was amenable to further postponing implementation of the fines. Legislators, led by Committee Chairman Rep. Romeo Acop, are urging the DOTR to withdraw the circular until tollway operators have improved their cashless toll collection system. They cited complaints from motorists of suffering long lines, delays, and congestion at toll plazas with unreliable RFID readers. At the same time, Camarines Sur Rep. Luis Raymond Villaferte Jr. said tollway operators should fix their electronic toll collection systems before imposing penalties on motorists. Villaferte went further to suggest that the TRB should impose sanctions on tollway operators for distributing defective RFIDs and operating unreliable or defective electronic toll collection services. Villaferte is echoing the sentiment of Nick Conti, convener of the Click Party List, who said that before imposing hefty fines on motorists, the TRB should first modernize the toll collection system. In news reports, Conti claimed the RFID technology being used in the Philippines is outdated and unreliable, leading to delays and inconvenience for motorists. It's time for the TRB to adopt state-of-the-art toll collection technologies similar to those used in Singapore, Germany, and the United States, where toll systems are seamless and efficient, said Conti. He also called on the TRB to do something about the complaints of load not being properly or quickly credited into RFID accounts, and load being depleted even with motorists not entering tollways. The TRB should have advanced technology to conduct daily audits of toll collections and ensure revenue collected is accurately reported and properly remitted, Conti said. During the House Committee hearing, TRB Executive Director Alvin Carullo said his office did not conduct a study on whether motorists have the financial capacity to load up their RFID on a constant basis. Meanwhile, the Labor Group Federation of Free Workers is urging President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to scrap the imposition of fines altogether, describing it as discriminatory and anti-poor. Meant to compel motorists to go sign up for RFID accounts and going cashless at tollways, JMC 2024-001 would impose fines for entering tollways without the requisite RFIDs. 1,000 for the first offense, 2,000 for the second offense, and 5,000 pesos for subsequent offenses. It will also fine those with insufficient load upon exit, 500 pesos for the initial offense, 1,000 pesos for the second offense, and 2,500 pesos for preceding offenses. Many are saying tollway operators need to level up their operations before even thinking of imposing fines. They should make it easier and more convenient to get RFIDs and to load accounts, while keeping balances and transactions secure.
Every day the same? Time to break through. Experience a new connection with elevated hybrid technology and safety capabilities for a next-level experience. Sporty yet elegant, it's the most advanced CR-V. Breakthrough every day. The all-new Honda CR-V.
It pays to be a smart driver and a safe one. Here's a road safety reminder from Toyota Motor Philippines in our Young Street Smart segment. If you're on the main road at kung nasa stopline ka na, bigyang daan ang mga sasakyang galing sa lane na walang stopline. As seen on the animation, the blue car has the right of way. Keep this in mind to avoid meeting accidents on the road. There's a lot more to being a chopper, especially of PUVs, than knowing how to drive and taking care of vehicles. To learn more about becoming a better professional driver, here's Spying Chopper this week.
Payong chopper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Alejandro Luico, isang kapwa nyo chopper. Huwag nang ipilit magsakay ng pasahero kung hindi nakasya.
Ang bawat pampasadang sasakyan ay mayroong tinatawag na passenger limit o bilang ng mga pasahero na magkakasya. Kapag puno na, iwasang magtawag pa ng ilan at ipagsiksikan. Tandaan din na bawal maglagay ng ekstra bangko sa gitna ng pampasadang sasakyan.
Palaging isipin na mahalaga rin na komportable ang ating mga pasahero. Ito po si Alejandro Luico, payong chopper lang, kaibigan, mula sa inyong kapwa nyo chopper.
I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so everybody know I'm on it. You know when they click through to the system is about to be a so big fun. I've been coming up hot for a minute.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, round 4 of the 2024 Full Throttle Weekend saw exciting time battle sessions and races at the Batangas Racing Circuit last August 11. Paul Ender Perez had an outstanding day during the round, setting the quickest recorded lap of the time battle sessions, which was best in the Race 1 class. His 1-minute 46.486 second time also earned him special awards for Fastest FWD, Fastest Turbo, and Ginalingan Magdrive for the round. Other time battle awardees during the 4th round included JB Carbonell, who was fastest in the Race 2 class, and Marvin Padrilan on the Race 3 class. Charles Aceron set the best time battle time in the Bantam category, Louis Camacho in the Economy, Gerard Andino in the Regular, John Victoria in the Premium, Hernel Castillo in the Turbo Plus, Inigo Plata in the Prestige, and John Victoria in the 86 BRZ category. Also during the 4th round of the 2024 Full Throttle Weekend, Wesley Chai won both Race 1 and 2 of the European Touring Cup Championship Philippines after qualifying second in the ETCC time trial. It was a tight duel for second and third places on the podium between Anthony Zuzwaregi and Mike Consenheim in both races 1 and 2. Anthony Zuzwaregi crossed the finish line in second in Race 1 ahead of Mike Consenheim in third. Mike Consenheim got the better of Anthony Zuzwaregi in Race 2, this time taking the higher place on the podium in second. The 5th and final round of the 2024 Full Throttle Weekend season takes place in the Batangas Racing Circuit on October 27.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. The recent 2024 TGR GT Cup National Semifinal and Finals brought wakadoki excitement to the main atrium at the SM Mall of Asia, where local sim racers vied for the opportunity to represent the country in this year's Asian Finals. This race weekend checks out the highlights and sidelights of the event that included members of media and sponsors competing at the top class sim racing.
We are here at the SM Mall of Asia for our national rounds of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup Philippines. So today we have our media partners and sponsors duking it out right now. Well, tomorrow the top 40 eSIM racers of the country will duke it out for the national finals, and we'll get a chance to duke it out and represent the Philippines in the regional finals in Malaysia later this year. the change in the vehicle that is being used, as well as the track that is being used, will challenge the racers to find different strategies on how to become the best. But in addition to that, this is the first time we are holding the finals and the national rounds live for everyone to see. These racers are used to experiencing sim racing at their home, and as mentioned, this is the first time that we are holding it live. So maybe there will be some nervousness in competing with the viewing public, but we hope that they get to enjoy it all the same, despite their potential nervousness in racing. But at this point, we get to see it live, and we get to enjoy it for ourselves as well. Included in our Toyota Gazoo racing events, we of course have our Philippine Cup, where Vios Cup racers will be able to duke it out in Clark International Speedway. The objective of the GT Cup is to really set that stepping stone for them to compete first in eSIM racing and hopefully step up to our Philippine Cup. But at the same time, this gives a different experience as well to our Vios Cup participants who are willing to try eSIM racing and experience it for themselves as well. For the GR-GT Cup, we are limiting it to those who are older than 14. But of course, there are many people who have experience in playing games as well, and those who have experience especially playing Gran Turismo. So of course, we welcome those racers and those gamers with that bit of experience to enjoy the GT Cup Philippines with us.
Actually, it feels a bit familiar because I have my own sim rig at home. I have a Thrustmaster T300 RS GT edition at home, so I got to do sim racing on my free time when I'm not writing or when I'm free. I'm actually familiar with those exact pedals, so I got used to it. Actually, the most challenging one is the technical difficulties. I had a blue screen kanina, connection issues with the HDMI cable, and also on the first race, for some reason my speakers didn't have sound. What I did was I just predicted when it will shift. So again, just instincts naman. So for Toyota Philippines, it is amazing to see how much they flourish, this sim racing community here. It's still niche at the moment, but I'm glad na a company like Toyota is stepping up to spread the word of esports and sim racing across the Philippines, where people can have a chance to hone their skills or to showcase their skills in a larger field. Thank you.
Sim racing has grown into a very popular global motorsports event, helped along by the TGR GT Cup Asia and locally by the TGR GT Cup Philippines. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We will be back after this short break. Our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The local automotive market is seeing the arrival of more and more full electric sedans and crossovers. This showcase takes a look at the Ioniq 5, Hyundai's electric crossover that is making waves globally.
The Philippines is still playing catch-up to neighboring countries when it comes to electric vehicles. And we're talking about honest-to-goodness sedans and crossovers, not those pesky e-trikes and four-wheeled light electric vehicles. Still, more and more automotive distributors are rolling out full electric vehicles in the local market, some more affordable than the others. One such distributor is Hyundai, which now has the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6 in its local lineup. The Ioniq 5 is listed at 3.068 million pesos for the EV GLS two-wheel drive S variant, and $3.698 million for the EV GLS L, which puts it well within the premium luxury SUV crossover market. By the way, S is for standard range and the L is for long range. Aside from its full electric powertrain and the supposed cost benefits and earth-friendly attributes this brings, is the Ioniq 5 well worth the price? At 4,635mm long, 1,890mm wide, and 1,605mm tall, with a 3,000mm long wheelbase, the Ioniq 5 can be said to fall in the compact SUV crossover category. Clean, sharp lines and profile give the Ioniq 5 a sophisticated and classic look. Its proportions lend a sleek, sporty character while hiding the fact that it is on the bigger range of the compact SUV crossover class. The Ioniq 5 touts its full EV status by having no grille to speak of. The 3-dimension cubic design of the LED projection headlamps with the auto light control function and the daytime running lights as well as the position lamps add to the sophisticated look. The flush body colored door handles add to the sleek, sophisticated aerodynamic look. So do the body color outside rearview mirrors that power adjust and fold and come with turn signal repeaters and heater function. The parametric pixel rear combination LED lamps carry over the neat headlamp design. The Ioniq 5 also comes with unobtrusive rear spoiler and high-mounted stop lamp. Quite distinct are the 20-inch two-tone fractal alloy wheels on long-range variant of Hyundai's electric SUV crossover. Also distinctive are the 19-inch rims on the standard range variant. The powered tailgate on the long-range variant opens to offer 527 liters of storage space. The ultra-long wheelbase of the Ioniq 5 is allowed by what Hyundai calls the new electric global platform on which it is built. This also allows a wide, long, and flat floor that translates to a very roomy cabin with loads of leg, head, and elbow room. One gets into the Ioniq 5 quite conveniently with Smart Key with push-button start system. The feeling of expansiveness is enhanced by what Hyundai calls the Vision Roof, the fixed glass roof on the long-range variant with motorized blinds to keep off the sun when needed. Hyundai also fitted the Ioniq 5 with very comfortable seats, lots of soft surfaces where hands and elbows frequent, and advanced screens and tech for the dash and instrumentation. Eco-processed leather or eco-friendly fabric for the seats and trim. The long-range variants even get what Hyundai calls relaxation seats for driver and front seat passenger, power adjusting with memory function, heated and ventilated. The rear seats also fold 60/40. The leather-wrapped 2-spoke flat-bottom steering wheel manually tilts and telescopes and buttons to control the audio system. The dash features two 12.3 displays integrated into a single panel, a TFT LCD with rheostat for the digital instrument cluster, and a touchscreen display for the audio system. The audio system features Bluetooth and wireless connectivity, and on the long-range variant plays through Bose speakers. There's wireless charging for smartphones as well as USB portals for other smart devices. Underneath the audio touchscreen display are the controls for the automatic dual-zone air conditioning system. There's a learning curve to driving the full electric battery-powered Ioniq 5, but it's not a steep. The long-range variant is powered by a 160kW electric motor integrated into the rear axle that generates 217 PS and 350 Nm of torque. Hyundai claims a 72.6kWh liquid-cooled lithium-ion battery on the long-range variant can take the Ioniq 5,451 km on a single charge. The standard range variant is powered by a 125kW electric motor also integrated into the rear axle, generating 170 PS and 350 Nm of torque. The 58kWh battery on the standard range variants can take the Ioniq 5 sub 384 km on a single full charge. Both variants come with a single-speed reduction gear transmission. The driver can select 4 drive modes to suit road or weather conditions, or just for preference: Eco, Normal, Sport, and Snow. The modes can be selected using the drive mode buttons on the steering wheel or the touchscreen display. The Ioniq 5 comes with a column-mounted shifter that may also need some getting used to, twisting the shifter forward for the drive and pulling it back for reverse. The paddle shifters on the steering wheel can be used to control the level of regenerative braking and even use it to come to a full stop. The brake system uses 17-inch discs. The Ioniq 5 is fun to drive if you like good acceleration. It also offers good stability around curves. The suspension uses front McPherson struts and rear multi-link system that absorb road imperfections well enough. Hyundai claims the Ioniq 5 has one of the fastest charging EVs in the market, capable of charging 10 to 80% in around 18 minutes using a 350kW or 800-volt DC fast charger. However, it takes a good number of hours to fully charge the Ioniq 5 using the free home wall charging kit that comes free with every purchase of the crossover. Hyundai equipped the Ioniq 5 GLS 2-wheel drive L with its Smart Sense technology, a suite of advanced driver assist and safety tech that includes lane keeping assist, forward collision avoidance assist, blind spot collision warning, blind spot collision avoidance assist, blind spot view monitor, driver attention warning, lane following assist, high beam assist, rear seat alert, rear cross traffic collision avoidance. Helping with parking the Ioniq 5 are surround view monitor and parking distance warning. Hyundai also equipped the Ioniq 5 with active and passive safety features that include anti-lock brake system, electronic stability control, brake assist system, hill start assist, manual speed limit assist, tire pressure monitoring system, immobilizer. Also standard for safety are 6 airbags, child anchor, child lock. The Ioniq 5 also features V2L technology that allows the EV crossover to charge small electric devices.
Hyundai is among the global automakers leading the shift to electric vehicles, and the Ioniq 5 induced more locals to take the leap to a full electric crossover. There's a lot to like in the Ioniq that could help buyers get over the price. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
If you're having problems sa cars, if there's any problems, especially with the paint, if you wanted to have the paint corrected, just let us know, just give us a call, drop by our shop so we could assess, para we could show you and give you yung gagawin natin sa cars nyo, especially for the paint job. So we could detail the car and probably put ceramic coating on it. Our shop also offers ceramic coating, interior, exterior, engine, and glass detailing. We also offer premium car wash. We also do paint job, certain panels na kailangan natin i-repaint. So we also do that. We also do a wash over paint also for cars. So,
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry takes center stage.
Isuzu Philippines took members of the media on an overlanding adventure to Sagada to showcase the capabilities of the 2024 D-Max. The drive spanned over 330 kilometers with a convoy of Isuzu D-Max vehicles, setting out from NLEX to Baguio City, allowing participants to experience the comfort and convenience offered by the pickup on the highway and on paved roads. The climb up to Baguio also highlighted the smooth power of the 4JJ3 TCX Blue Power engine under the hood of the D-Max, as well as the advanced driver assist system that comes with Isuzu's new pickup. The second phase of the drive took the convoy to Sagada to experience camping underneath the stars using equipment and overlanding accessories, including roof tents and awnings provided by Overland Kings. IPC President Tetsuya Fujita said the Overlander venture to Sagada showed that the D-Max is built for long drives and overlanding adventures, where reliability, power, and comfort should be paramount. The D-Max's robust engine, advanced safety features, and versatile off-road capabilities make it the perfect companion for exploring the great outdoors and taking on challenging terrains with confidence, he added. Honda Cars Philippines has unveiled a new service training center and warehouse center at its facility in Santa Rosa, Laguna, as part of a strategic push to enhance customer service and operational efficiency.
Today we are here at the site of the Honda Cars Philippines in Santa Rosa, Laguna for the inauguration ceremony of the new service training center and also starting the operation of the new parts warehouse.
The newly inaugurated Service Training Center is designed to improve employee skills in customer communication and engagement, equipping associates with the tools to better understand and address customer needs.
This training center is about 2,000 square meters, and the training center focuses on elevating customer experience. So we do soft training and also we do hard training. Soft training is the interpersonal skills, and the hard training is focusing on technical training for the mechanical repair and body and paint repair.
The new product warehouse aims to streamline parts operations, ensuring quicker delivery and enhanced support while building trust and reliability to sustain growth in the competitive Philippine automotive market.
With this new parts warehouse, we are expecting to provide the customers for the better customer experience with the more efficient supply operation of the Honda genuine parts and also the Honda genuine accessories. For this new parts warehouse, we already implemented some new equipment and tools so that we can improve our efficiency of the parts operation. So this is really contributing to the improving our parts supply to the dealers and also the better experience to the customers.
Jeep Philippines has rolled out the 2025 Jeepney Wrangler Rubicon with upgraded features and design tweaks. The 2025 Jeepney Wrangler, now available in the country, features 33-inch tires to provide great off-roading capability while still making a good daily driver.
Personally, the best feature I like the most about the car is the 33-inch tires, the entire setup of it. So just to make it short, say it's 33-inch tires, but so I like it because it's not too small. You get the look that all the clients are going for. So the 33-inch tires is composed of the 285 series tires. So this is actually the maximum width you can fit in the Rubicon without any sort of modification. So you get that look that you want, that beefy, off-road ready look that everyone wants. You get that, but you don't sacrifice the getting into and getting out of the vehicle. So because other clients may go for a 35-inch tires, but that's very specific client set who would really go off-roading. If you have 35-inch tires, it would be very difficult for you to get in and out of the vehicle. And we try to market the Wrangler. We want to make clients like the Wrangler and use them as a daily driver.
The new Jeep Wrangler Rubicon is offered in both 2-door and 4-door variants and comes with the Off-Road Plus option.
So Off-Road Plus mode is actually something new for the Wrangler. It sneakily made its way inside the Wrangler Rubicon a couple of years back, but officially it's here with the Wrangler 2024. And basically the Off-Road Plus mode is sort of a sport mode for off-road cars. Now, when we say sports mode in other vehicles, sports mode usually change how aggressive your engine reacts, how aggressive your traction control is, your shift timing, your throttle response, your pedal response. So that's sort of, in a nutshell, what's going on with an Off-Road Plus. So depending on what mode you're in, so if you're in 4 high or if you're 4 low, the Off-Road Plus will behave differently. So usually, for example, in the 4 high setting, you actually want better throttle response from your pedal. Versus, for example, if you're going into 4 low, you actually want that throttle response to be more broader so you can manage the power delivery even better.
The SRP for the new Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 4-door variant is 5.78 million pesos. The 2-door variant goes for 5.59 million pesos. Jeep Philippines has lined up a number of activities to let more people see and learn about the new features in the 2025 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon.
The new Jeep Wrangler Rubicon will be going around this September. September 19, we will be having a VIP night at New Star Cebu. September 21, we will be having a driving event at Savinia Park in Laguna. And September 28, we will be having an off-road clinic at Porac, Pampanga.
More than 100 Suzuki Jimneys and their owners showed up for the first Street Show Garage held at the Metro Tent, Pasig.
We're here at Metro Tent in Pasig City. It's a Metro Tent Convention Center. It's our first Street Show Garage organized by Rugged Rigs 4x4 Performance and the Jimny Hub. Right now, we have around maybe 100 Jimneys around the parkings and inside then. It's mostly direct consumers, our clients, community of Jimneys na everyone talaga is enjoying, and all over, even from Bicol. We have some that are here also, and from Isabela that's also here visiting us as well.
The Street Show Garage featured accessories, parts, and equipment for modifying Jimneys and other 4x4 off-road vehicles. Also showcased were products for enthusiasts of overlanding.
Basically, you will see different kinds of builds of Jimneys, especially now that Suzuki has the 5-door. So you'll see a street setup, modified setup, overland setup, for every day, for the weekend, for the kids. Actually, it's an all-around 4x4 adventure car, literally for everyone.
Street Show Garage invited the president of the Suzuki Jimny 4x4 Club of the Philippines to be one of the judges for the event's showcase competition.
I'm happy that I was invited to join this event. This event is basically for 2 cars, Jeep and Jimny. Currently, the registered participants are around 35 units for judging. And the good thing with this event, there are 3 types of category. One is highly off-road vehicle. Second is modified. Third is overlanding cars. The good thing with this event, you can find all the necessary accessories you want for your Jimny. And of course, there are discounts if you will signify to buy accessories from the suppliers who are here today.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 38th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. In honor of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Happy motoring.